What's going on, everybody? It's your friendly neighborhood Andy Man back yet again for a little bit of news briefing. So, as you can see what's on the screen right now, these are the financial statements for NG. I think it's a little bit more revealing than the business report that a lot of you have been going over in the forums and have been going over in some videos and stuff. So I perused the financials of the company and found a little bit more information. First things first, the game's not dying. The game is not dying. In fact, Next Games is by far from going anywhere. As you can see down here, revenue grew 4.5%. So that grew over the past year. And why did it grow? Mainly because of this right here. Revenue increased 1.4 million euros. Increase in revenue was mainly due to the continued development of The Walking Dead No Man's Land. So obviously their financials are pretty much dependent upon No Man's Land. So it is in their best interest to keep doing developmental work on this game. The increase in people that came on, and they said they were talking about the decrease in the amount of percentage of people working on No Man's Land. Well, that's because they got more people. They actually went and acquired something called Loom Games. Now, Loom Games, we're gonna scope down here a little bit, going to write it down in here, now in your top left corner of your screen. Loom Games was a augmented reality specialist. So they are mainly going to be working on Our World. Now that's going to be a whole nother video that I'm going to get into because Our World looks freaking sick. And if you look closely, those models they're using for Our World look exactly like a scaled up version of the No Man's Land that we're playing. So that's another video that I'm not going to go into right now. But as you can see, so that's the percentages. So there's obviously more people working, and you're going to need to develop their Our World. They're going to need to develop the Blade Runner game, and they have another video game coming out later on in the year, or later on down the pipeline that they have to invest in. So that's why they're that's why they are actually in the hole this year. They didn't make much of a profit, but the revenues are up, as I showed before, because of No Man's Land. And the only reason why I started looking into this stuff is because I saw that they're a publicly traded company. I wanted to start getting invested in them and see what's going on. And because of their business report and all of their financial rigmarole, they did lose some money. But this right here is really important, that I believe is the next big thing. The risks. They fully are aware of the risks of not putting time into the game. As you can see right here, we'll read this verbatim. Next Games' revenue in 2017 was almost solely related to The Walking Dead No Man's Land. A licensed game from, obviously. It's essential to the business of Next Games, and that company is able to develop its current and future games as well. Yeah, look right up here now. Games as well as improve its games so that the players will continue to play its games and make purchases within them. Now, here is one of the most important sentences in this whole thing. We can try to move it over a little bit so you can actually see. Delays in game development may affect cash flow negatively. So that is exactly what we've been talking about, folks. They are taking into account that if we are not happy, if you are not happy and post that stuff on the forum, they are listening, because if they don't, then their revenue for their whole company is gonna get into the toilet. So in summation, this game is going nowhere. And as for the people saying there's a mass exodus, and we saw in other videos that the number of players has gone down, like the number of active players monthly went down significantly, but the daily players only went down like 1.6%, something to that effect. So, with that being said, the people who have left were not the ones who were spending money. The ones who are staying are the ones who are spending money, and they're spending more of it because they're giving us better content. Now, with these financial reports, they do say that they are aware that they need to put continued development into this game if you want to keep playing. So, with that being said, see you on the forums, guys, and let's send them some suggestions. Peace.